What's going on, everyone? So the Lakers got a huge road win against the Cleveland Cavaliers, riding the ship, and hopefully this will be the beginning of a new win streak. You got a 4-game road trip. It's always nice to start off the road trip with a win, especially for a Lakers team that has not been good on the road at all. And this was not only a great team win, but this was a good start to finish roller coaster of a game in which the Lakers were always in that game, kept riding and having that game of runs back and forth, and they were able to pull out that win, which was massive, especially with the Cleveland Cavaliers and the refs trying to sell that game. Dude, that overturned call on LeBron James made me furious. But I digress, right? This, again, even in a game in which LeBron James struggled shooting the basketball, did have some big plays, did have some big moments, even hit that big three, but still, struggled to shoot the basketball. Wasn't one of his better games this year. The Lakers still found a way. Anthony Davis was fantastic. It's also nice when the Lakers are actively trying to get him the basketball. Took 20 shot attempts, gave you 32 points, which was great. And in my opinion, this was the most notable game or road win of the season thus far. I know that they beat the Phoenix Suns, but that was at a time where Phoenix was trying to figure stuff out. And they did have Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant. I did like the win, but we were down 20 at one point in that game or whatever, or something ridiculous like 18 or this was, to me, a consistent start to finish, not great defensively, but enough offense, and just a very notable road win in my opinion. But what I want to talk about this game, though, is somebody that deserves a lot of credit, right? And that's Max Christie. Max Christie, I thought, really answered the call this game. Year two, comes in, has to fill in for Cam Reddish, has to fill in for a very depleted Laker team, and he comes into this game and I thought did everything you could ask for and more. Shot the basketball well, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He only had 1 turnover, which is good, took care of the basketball. Now, I know to some people, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, like, that's a good game. It's not great. If you saw the game, Christie was fantastic. He was getting after it defensively, limiting Donovan Mitchell. I mean, he was the primary guy. Him and Taurean Prince were the primary guys on Donovan Mitchell the entirety of the game, and he was 4 of 18 from the field. For Donovan Mitchell, that is excellent by the Lakers defense, which, again, Max Christie year 2 had one of the toughest defensive assignments. I mean, Donovan Mitchell's a guy that go get you 70, right? So Max Christie getting it done on the defensive side, I thought was huge for him, for his confidence, what he can provide for these Lakers. Knocking down the open shots, hitting some great threes, some tough threes he hit. He had that one little sidestep three as the shot clock was winding down. That was massive. Hit some big shots. He had that one pull-up mid-range that was just huge for the Lakers to kind of keep them in front a little bit, and just shooting with confidence, which I thought was nice. 5 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. But again, to be a kid that goes from playing nothing, no minutes, or the occasional garbage time minute, to now having to come in and play 30-plus minutes a game, is not easy for anybody, let alone somebody that's 20 years old and a Max Christie. And I do believe this is a guy that can be a huge factor for us at some point in his career. I think out of the young guys we have, he has a ton of star potential. I'm not necessarily saying that he'll be a top 5 guy in the league or anything like that, but I think he could be a guy that really is a key fixture for these Lakers for a long time. And we'll see if the Lakers end up packaging him in a trade or something, right? Because the Lakers are in win now mode. But if the Lakers do manage to keep him and they don't end up trading him, I really could see this kid just shine. I think he's done an excellent job thus far throughout the course of his career for the Lakers. Even last year in spots, having to start from, again, going from playing no minutes, not being on the court, nothing, to now having to immediately step into a starting role, defend the toughest player on the other team on a regular basis, he had the Kyrie assignment and then follows that up with a Donovan Mitchell assignment. That's tough. That is not easy for any player in the league, let alone some kid in Max Christie who he's not supposed to have to be that guy yet, right? He's supposed to be still developing. We got all this depth and all this talent and all that stuff for Christie to be able to play in the G League and play in spot minutes and work on his game and hone his craft. At 20 years old, on a team that is supposed to be a contender, to have to step in and now play a big, heavy role where you're playing 30 minutes a game, and the team is asking you to pick up the toughest defensive assignment and hit open shots and make good plays and not turn the ball over and not play too beyond your role. I think he did great, right? He was a little shaky in the Mavs game. He got torched by Kyrie, for being honest, right? But it's Kyrie Irving. He does that to everybody, even the best defenders in the league. When Kyrie's on, he's on, right? But to go up then, to follow that up against a Donovan Mitchell, and to step in, and again, hold him to 4 of 18 shooting, that is not an easy task. That is not an easy assignment, especially the way Donovan Mitchell was getting the whistle. Like, how many times were the refs waiting to see if he missed a shot before? It was like, I even made a community post where I was like, dude, this is crazy. So basically, either Donovan Mitchell misses the shot and it's a foul, or he makes the shot. Like, how do you stop that guy? Max Christie stuck with it, kept getting after it, made some big defensive stance, some big, had just nice deflections. Right? He was doing everything you could ask from him and then some. Everything you could ask from him and then some. For those that think it's easy, like, oh, he's an NBA player. Again, he's 20 years old. He's a kid. Right? He's young enough to have been drafted in this year's draft. He's younger than Maxwell Lewis, who we drafted in this year's draft. Like, so for him to come in and, again, it's not like he went from not playing at all to now just getting some rotation minutes. No, he's literally starting, and on top of starting, having to defend the best player on the other team. Like, that's not easy. That's Jared Vanderbilt's assignment defensively, which is tough, right? Jared Vanderbilt is one of, if not the best on-ball defenders in the entire league. And then on top of that, we need him to go and basically pick up the slack offensively and hit open shots and hit tough shots and take heavily contested threes or heavily contested shot, or find his shot, hit big shots in the fourth quarter in a mid-range, hit the clock's winding down. Christie, we need you to hit this bailout shot. Okay, no problem. I'll hit it. Like, all of those things are very challenging, very difficult. It's not just this easy, here you go type thing. Just really good for his confidence, not only this season, but as we progress forward. This was a great team win. I could make videos on several of the guys this game. Even Jackson Hayes deserves some love, which I might end up talking about him maybe tomorrow in a video, because he was great for the Lakers as well. But I don't know how many opportunities I'm going to have to get to talk about Max Christie this year, right? As guys start coming back and being healthy, I don't know how many minutes he plays. But this is you're seeing the strides with Christie. And that's what you want, right? He's more confident. He's more comfortable out there, right? Like, last year, he looked like a kid wet behind the ears. But this year, in the minutes he has played, you've seen him just confidently stepping into shots and getting after it. Like, defensively, he's always been, even last year, he was great defensively. Like, that's his calling card. But it's the offensive side, hitting the open shots, being that 3-and-D guy. Max Christie has showed the ability this game to, I can hit the three ball, but I can also not settle, right? I could also step in and knock down a shot or pull up in the mid-range or hit a bailout shot. Like, all of those things I think are very important for his confidence. I think all those things are very good for him going forward, as he steps into bigger roles over the next few years, right? I mean, the Lakers could literally put Max Christie into hiding and just develop him for the next 3 years, and he'd still be younger than basically everybody on the team. That's how young this kid is. And at 20 years old, in a road game in Cleveland against Donovan Mitchell, you have to defend him, and we need you to go give us 10 to 15 points. He goes and does that on efficiency, right? Like that, again, that's not an easy task at all. And so he definitely deserves some love. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think of Max Christie this game? You love what you see out of the kid? Do you think that he has a lot of promise, a lot of impactful moments in his Laker career? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate you. See you all in the next one. Thank you.